Yesterday I was incredibly lucky enough to pull a 6-star Venom the Duck, and until yesterday I didn't really know anything about this champion because I didn't think I'd have him at a high rank for a very, very long time, and there was no point in even reading the abilities description, especially since you really never see one of these on Alliance War Defense or any place that you're going to come into contact with him. I haven't even seen him a lot in event quests, and if I did, probably didn't notice because he's a horrible defender. However, since I got the 6-star and I've heard he's really good, I thought I should test this guy out because maybe he's so good that we want to take this 6-star up to rank 2, and considering his competition is taking 5-star Corvus Glaive up to rank 5, it's tough competition for him. But I've been playing around with him a lot and I actually really like him. He's got a lot of very cool mechanics that just might make him a contender for that next rank up. And just a really high-level overview how this champion works, I've taken him into Realm of Legends. I've skipped the first few fights for you guys because they're kind of long and boring. Really, this champion needs 4 fights to ramp up and reach his maximum potential. Once you get past those first 4 fights, he's really, really good. High-level how he works, he can gain up to a total of 10 persistent charges. These 10 persistent charges activate buffs both at the beginning of the fight and when you use a special 3. First fight, you can only gain a maximum of 3 charges per fight. So your first fight, you really want to try to get power gain, maybe even 2 power gains, and then you want to get fury or a crit or a regeneration buff. And those are the buffs that you really want. First of all, power gain. Really important because you're going to be using a lot of special 3 attacks, and then fury, crit for damage, and the regeneration. 1 stack of the regeneration is probably good enough. It's really, really good. It regens him for about 8-9% of his health every time you activate it, and you're going to be activating it a lot. So each fight you get up to 3 charges. After 4 fights, you've hit those 10 charges, and I'll show you how this plays out. And he did pretty well. Realm of Legends Winter Soldier went down at about 250 hits, and then the rest of them were around the same except for Juggernaut, who is a giant pain in the ass because he has no way to deal with that unstoppable. But once you get into your 10 charges, he's really, really good. As you can see here, she's just activated 1 special 1, and we've reached 3 bars of power already. She's down 9% of her health and a total of 16 hits. And the power gain is just off the charts. You see it just go right up. Basically, it's a bar of power for every 5 hits. And the regeneration is just putting in a ton of work. We'll showcase that a little bit here. One thing I really like to do is get the parry off before I hit the special 3 with this champion. That way I can go straight back in, get those first 5 hits right away, and then maintain my rotation. If you want to throw off a special 2 for a little extra damage, it's maybe not a bad idea. But then you've got a long build up to your next special 3. I'm still not completely sure how his toxic armor works, which is the special 2 feature you see on Storm over there. Something about the more armor an opponent has, the more damage it does to them. And I haven't really gone up against any opponents that have a lot of armor up buffs, so haven't really been able to figure out how that works. But you'll see here we're going to be getting Storm down probably in a little less than 150 hits. And given that I'm brand new to this champion, I'm probably not even performing the best rotation possible, but you get the idea. Back up to 3 bars of power already. We can go right back into another one. I wish there was another way to activate all of the buffs rather than throwing a special 3, because I've only had this champion for a day and I'm already tired of watching the Special 3 animation. Either that or we really need to get that feature where you can just skip the Special 3 animation. Luckily, it's not a very long one like some of them, so it's not so bad. In terms of synergies, I'm running Blade for an extra 18% bleed duration, which I believe will expand his degeneration ability, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And we're also running standard Howard the Duck, which gives him an additional 2% damage for each buff that you have stored in the bank. Go ahead and claim this. And the reason I want to showcase this next fight, obviously that storm fight was really good. He went through that, as you noticed, like he maintained 100% of his health, even though we were blocking constantly. We're going to have the class advantage in this one. I'm going to go ahead and let him hit us a little bit, just so you can see how great that regeneration is. But the reason I really want to showcase the Vision fight is because obviously Vision is bleed immune. A lot of your damage is coming from the bleeds, but this is one of the few champions in the game that has a mechanic where if the opponent is bleed immune, he will do something different, which is really, really nice. There's only like 2 or 3 champions in the entire game that have an effect like that. I don't want them to power drain me, but there you go. Let them hit me a little bit. Activate the Special 3, so we're down to 88%, and you'll see this first regeneration buff is going to take us back up right almost to 100%. And this champion has a really, really good health pool, which is really nice for a lot of the longer fights, things where you just want to be blocking. The degeneration, his mechanic suffers a bit. It doesn't deal the same damage as the bleed. I think it's 20 or 25% less damage than what the bleed is doing, but obviously you'll see those degenerations are going off like crazy. He is just getting melted by them. Back up to the Special 3 already. And we're back up to 100% health. So, based on this Realm of Legends testing, I think he's going to be a really, really sustainable champion for doing a lot of event quests as well as AQ and Alliance War, which is really, really good. Obviously, in comparison to Corvus Glaive, who's not awakened either, it's going to be a bit of a tough call, and there's some other factors that might come into play with, you know, what's on the horizon for event quests and whatnot. But he's definitely a contender. I mean, if you've got Corvus Glaive at 4 charges, especially when it comes to these much longer fights, it's still going to be probably close to 150 hits at rank 5 to down this Vision. Maybe more like 120. I don't know about that one. I'm not 100% about that one, so don't quote me on it, but yeah, I'm definitely sick of watching the Special 3 animation. A little bit tired of that. But he does get this fight done pretty quickly. And I mean, this is about the same level of damage that my Power Burnless, what a dick, that my rank 5 Domino does on this guy as well. Which, you know, obviously she does a lot better damage in the first few fights of Realm of Legends, but when it comes to, by the time you get to Vision, she'd be doing about the same level of damage, really. And I really like the regeneration. I mean, one stack of the regeneration, and you can get multiple stacks of the same buffs, which I didn't say already, but yeah, you've probably noticed I have multiple stacks of Fury and multiple stacks of power gain, and really, the power gain you want 3, I find. You get 3, that's kind of the sweet zone. Furies and crit buffs, more of those the better, and then 1 stack of the regeneration seems to be enough, unless you were in like a really, maybe Labyrinth of Legends situation. You want multiple stacks of regen just to be on the safe side, but it's a lot of regen off that 1 stack. And just to further showcase this guy, I'm going to exit out of here. And I was trying to think about it. I'll show you how the charges build up exactly. And it's really simple, and this is something that I really like about him, is that it's not like Corvus Glaive or Proxima Midnight or a lot of champions with the persistent charges where it can... Wow, 7 stacks of regeneration, 40% of our health regained over 12 seconds. That's... wow. He's got a big health pool, so that's a lot of health. Well, we'll see how it goes. I think this is not going to go well at all, but the vigor is going to have so much regeneration going on. It's going to be really, I don't think we can out damage that, but applying the degeneration did not activate his... oh, that's so good. That is so good. It's because it's a newer debuff, so that's not gonna... oh my god, maybe we do have a chance. I'm liking our shots here. This could be really good, actually. His armor up. Because the degeneration we're applying to him is not activating his deactivated buffs, we might have a shot here. And I mean, especially since we have so much regeneration, this just might happen. Try to keep him in the corner and strike him really fast so that when he does evade, we just hit into him anyway. Give it a shot here. I mean, it's always worth a try, right? It's working! It's working! Is this gonna work? It's gonna work! Wow. Accidentally activated one of the regens there. Did not want to do that. Oh, you know what? The special 2 actually might be really effective on this guy. Huh. Duh. Oh, Jesus. We'll see. Oh, that helped. That helped. Ah, no! power gain. Give me the power gain. Oh, this might work. This might work. I don't know. What? Dare we try this? This might work. It's gonna work. Wow. Wow. Okay, even with some of the not ideal buff banking, that worked. And not a crazy, I mean, obviously I played horribly because there was just so much panic and I was so just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, but we regained so much health. I mean, he had us down to 20%. I don't know, Venom the Duck soloed that entire map. That was pretty good. Pretty good. We, yeah. More testing to be done for sure, but that was... Wow, that was really good. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Thanks for watching.